Welcome to the best podcast on earth.
Nope. Nope.
Nope, it's not, or nope, you don't like that intro.
Probably both.
Welcome to the Real Awkward Podcast. I'm Andy Case.
I'm Amanda Knickerbocker.
And to our left, your right,
Is our special guest.
every time.
No,
Yes.
no.
What do you
So-
want to be called?
You don't even have to introduce me. I'm just the lady who's sitting here,
Yeah.
contributing on occasion.
Ash the
Nope.
Bashter.
This could go horribly
Yep.
wrong.
Yep.
I got nothing. News, just in case you guys don't know, Ashley's pregnant, and it's not my baby.
It's mine.
That's a due October 4th.
10-4.
10-4. 10-4, good buddy. We have a special episode for you guys, the specialist of specials. We are talking about Nintendo's 35th anniversary of Mario.
Yep. Happening. Well, it's happening next year.
Yeah, it's not yet. Sorry, guys. We're jumping the gun, but we're excited.
But there's a lot of news online where people are talking about potentially what they'll be announcing. So it's it's relevant currently, but I don't know.
It's currently relevant.
I think that there's a lot that they could do, and there's a lot of rumors circling around. I don't know.
No, I agree with you. I just know if Dr. Mario doesn't get a remake, I'm rioting.
I think it had a phone game.
Isn't that
didn't
one
it?
like Tetris with pills?
Yes.
Have you ever played it?
I don't think so.
Oh, man. So there's a virus, not to be confused with the coronavirus, that Dr. Mario
Yeah.
has to take out by making sure that the pill colors are the same.
Can I ask, why did doctors wear like that big silver?
It is a
Disc on their
it is a
head?
reflector.
Why don't they wear them now?
So back in the day, they didn't have battery-powered flashlights that they could put on the top of their head. So they shined light and reflected down into their subject as they were doing surgery or like a dentist or whatever.
I'm so glad you know that.
I for a brief moment I was like, he's bullshit.
No,
right
dude,
now.
no, it's a reflection disc.
I did not.
That's
know
what
that.
it was from.
You
I
just
did not know
sounded
that.
so smart.
I get once in a million.
I was just like, I was like, is he
can't go
just
back.
making all this up? But then I was like, it sounds pretty good.
Someone's gonna Wikipedia it and be like, he is absolutely bullshitting. That's not what it is.
Well, if he's wrong, let us know.
It's a pizza cutter, just in case they have a slice.
It's to let everybody know his PhD is in pizza.
Oh man, I could go for a slice of
He did
cheese
his
right about now,
residency at
middle of
Pizza Hut.
surgery. Terrible. What were you talking about, Mario?
Yeah, I think so.
So that was Dr. Mario, but they are stating that they're going to be remaking or remastering.
Yeah.
What HD remakes, whatever. Some of the Mario games, and you were shooting off a list. One of you were shooting off a list of what you thought or what they said they were.
Yeah, it was Sunshine, Galaxy, and what was the other one?
I think it was Paper Mario.
No, that wasn't what I said.
I don't know.
But that one too.
All right.
So Super Mario Sunshine, Mario Galaxy, but Mario Galaxy 2 as well? Because I know everybody wants a Mario 64. In fact,
Yes. That was the other one. That was the third one.
but it's just a rumor right now. It's not confirmed.
I don't know, bro.
What game would you want remade from a Mario series?
From a Mario?
From a Mario.
Well, from a Mario.
Mario.
I would say they've already kind of done like a few of my favorite Mario games, which make it into the like virtual console. So like Super Mario 3 got pulled over. If you have
Now that's just the remake from the Mario All-Stars, though, right?
No, on the virtual console, they have the Nintendo games.
Yeah.
Well, they had Super Mario 3, and that's
But it was remastered.
it's like the whatever virtual console remaster stuff. I personally don't need like a full blown redo of that game.
Yeah.
I like it the way it is.
Yeah, because side scroller, and they already did a remaster with All Stars because they remastered 1, 2, and 3 in the
yes.
same graphics,
But,
and it was
like-
amazing because I just played through all of them recently.
So Super Mario 3 is probably like my favorite
That's your jam.
side scroll Super Mario. I also love Super Mario Worlds for the Super Nintendo.
I played that recently. and I'm not good.
Oh,
At
it's
Super
hard.
Mario World.
It is hard.
Yep, Ashley knows.
But the game I would probably want a remaster just for the Switch because I really like I genuinely like the controllers. I genuinely like playing on the console. Is Super Mario Galaxy.
Which I actually talked about this in like my first couple YouTube videos that games I hadn't played.
Yeah.
Or games that I owned or hadn't played. But Mario Galaxy 2, still haven't played it.
Yeah, I liked it. You get to play with Yoshi, and that's always fun.
Yeah.
I prefer the first one, but it's decent. The only thing I'm concerned about is, like every Mario game for a main console, they try to shoehorn in some stupid gimmick. So
Right.
they really force you to use the motion control of the Wiimote to shoot
Right.
little star bits
Yeah.
and
Or collect them.
collect them.
That was my job.
At the player
Yeah.
2,
Yeah,
your
we-
job is real
yeah.
simple.
It's not a
Um,
2-player game. It's one.
It is not
one
a two-player
person
game.
plays,
I
the
don't
other person
hate it.
collects freaking stars.
It's not bad. You get to at least be like, I'm shooting, or like,
And I'm like in general bad at games. So like when I just get to be like the collector, it's like, yay, I'm
Ashley
helping.
cannot cross a bridge
No.
to save her life. It doesn't matter what game. If there's a bridge, she literally, I don't know how, you go like perpendicular
I
to the
cannot
bridge.
go
You just
straight.
fall right off the
I
freaking
cannot.
bridge.
What were we playing? Cooking Mama. And there's one level where you have to like the land rises and like falls into lava.
And
it
Cooking
comes
Mama?
up and
No,
down.
not Cooking Mama. She's talking about Overcooked.
Oh,
Sorry,
I
no,
was just like,
thank you.
I was like, whoa, I
should have You should have corrected me initially.
No, we
okay.
should have let you go for a while.
I was very concerned because I was like, I played all the Cooking Mamas. I never had lava.
Overcooked.
Amanda's like, there's a bridge and lava. Were
I was
you
just
guys
like,
playing the
bitch, what
special
game are
edition?
you playing?
This level is so hard
Yeah,
that I
Overcooked.
literally just don't even play. Like,
She stops
Fair.
playing that
I
mission because
stopped
she's like,
playing,
I can't
and
get
I
over to
just
the other
stand
side.
there. And I'm like, y'all can bring me food and I'll cook it.
Sure.
I'm not moving from
Sure.
this spot.
Yeah, you get really frustrated with that. But
Overcooked is hard.
Yeah.
it's so fun.
Jonah and
and
I just scream at each
frustrating
other.
at the same time. If you guys have not played Overcooked 1 or 2,
Don't play it if your relationship is on shaky ground.
Do not.
I suggest you guys pick it up because couch co-op, it's some of the funnest
It's
stuff.
so
It
much
is really
fun.
fun, but it's incredibly
Yeah.
frustrating. So I played it. I took my dad to Mopop like a couple years ago,
Yeah.
and they have like a whole Nintendo lounge, and we were playing it, and I thought, okay, there's not really there's one button and the D-pad, like we're golden. It was bad, and like I love my dad. I
it
love
was
my dad,
bad.
but like
Sorry, Dad.
I was just like, no, over it, no, go left, give me the tomato. Like it was just like we're done here.
I don't know why, man. When you get older, it's like you forget how things should work.
That's because you started out with the original Nintendo
Yep.
where there's 2 buttons.
Yep.
Yeah, but that's all Overcooked is. It's the
No,
same thing.
it's
It's
not.
a D-pad and 2 buttons.
It
For the most part,
it mostly yeah.
you
Well,
cook, you
okay,
cook,
yeah.
and then you
Yeah.
and you flash forward or dash, not flash, dash forward. Doesn't matter. That's not not.
That's
to
not a
keep-
Mario title.
Yeah, I was gonna say not
Hello.
to keep us on
Sorry.
track, but Mario. So Mario Galaxy was your jam. The first one. The second one, the only addition is that you play as Yoshi.
Yeah, there's like more lands and stuff, and you get Yoshi. I don't remember the storyline as much because I've played Super Mario Galaxy multiple times. 'Cause I
Yeah.
really like that game. Mario Galaxy 2, I think I played it once. It
And-
was fine.
It was Mario Galaxy a launch title for the Wii.
I don't remember.
I want to say.
I want to say it was early.
Yeah.
It might not have been launch.
Well, the fact that they had Mario Galaxy 2 on the same system
Yeah.
means that there was enough time during its life cycle, which was actually pretty long.
Yeah.
They were still making Wii games.
up
and,
until a handful of years ago, right?
I would actually say almost to like a year ago.
Damn.
It doesn't count because Just Dance has a release on the freaking Wii
Everything.
every year.
They're still
but I
releasing it
think
for like
they were-
PS2.
Yeah, they were they were legit playing, which is funny because Wii has PS2 graphics,
Yeah.
which is
I'm trying to remember.
insane.
I bought the Wii when I was like 18 working at Walmart, and they got them really late at night. And I remember I bought one. I bought, I think, Marvel Ultimate Alliance.
That's a good one.
I think
That's a
we
good
played it.
game.
I think we played it. I'm trying
When you
to
were
remember.
18? I didn't know you when you were 18.
Yeah, but I still owned it when I was working at Blockbuster.
Oh, fair. Yeah, we probably did play it then.
When did the Wii come out?
2006.
Yeah.
The Super Mario Galaxy came out in November 2007.
So it was a
Okay.
full, I think a full year then, or close to it.
Because I know myself, I would have bought it
Yeah.
with it.
because the Wii was Ashley and I's first console we bought together, like as a relationship purchase.
Really?
Yep, and we
Big
picked-
mistake.
Actually, the first thing we got was a dog.
Big mistake.
We don't have them anymore, do we? You want to talk about that, Ashley?
Jesus. It got real dark in here, you guys.
The lights just shut down. Dun, dun, dun.
No, I'm just trying to think what other games, but I know that was the one that I bought with the console.
Was Galaxy.
No, it
Oh,
was
sorry. What,
Marvel Ultimate
shit.
Alliance.
Was it? Yeah.
But I don't know. I liked the Wii, but I really was not a huge fan of the motion controls. I would much rather just have a controller.
That's why I found a bunch of hidden gems on the Wii because they don't use the motion controller.
Yeah.
And they just use the Pro, or you just turn the controller
Yeah.
standard. And I find myself having more fun with those titles.
My dad loves the Wii. I think
Yeah.
he has my old one.
No offense, but a lot of old people like the Wii.
You
Yeah, of
remember
course
when
they
you
do.
bought Big Game Hunter for the Wii?
Yeah.
And it came with a gun that you put the controller in, but you can't actually use the trigger. You have to
What?
push a button on top of the gun.
That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Yeah,
Right?
so the Wiimote fits into this huge contraption that looks like a rifle.
Yeah.
And then you put the nunchuck in the side of the gun where you should feel like you have a trigger.
Yeah.
But instead you have to hold the gun, and with the hand that you're holding the barrel with,
Yeah, yeah.
you have to press the button on top of the gun.
That's comfortable.
So as you're playing a shooter, you're holding it and you're literally like having to like click the top.
Wow.
It's super dumb.
Wow.
And that happened on a lot of Wii titles.
Yeah, the
They
button
didn't
layout
use
was
the
like.
Z, I think, is
Yeah.
what the nunchuck one was Z. On
I
the,
sure there would be some
trigger.
games where I'm just like, what? Who mapped this button layout?
It's bad. There's
Like,
one called Chicken Shot, which is just as bad. There's another one that I played that you can't use it on either. I don't think it's Umbrella Chronicles. I think they figured that one out. 'Cause
Those were fun.
the Umbrella Chronicles and Darkside Chronicles, which actually takes you through Resident Evil 0 through 2, I think,
Cool.
but as a rail shooter.
Then
which
that's
is
the one I played.
awesome.
I played the Resident Evil rail shooter. I
Yeah.
also played the Dead Space rail shooter, and I thought that was
That's-
really fun.
Yeah, Extraction.
Yeah.
That's a very cool game.
But anyway,
None
back
of
to
those are
Mario.
Marios.
So okay, out of like whatever Mario games that they've created,
Yeah.
what game are you hoping that they remaster?
Mario 64, 100%.
Okay,
It
I know
is-
John would say that too.
I played that, and John probably played it more on the DS than he played on the 64. He played the 64
he was
version.
Okay, we have a picture of him. He was the Nintendo 64 kid.
That was his thing.
Yeah, he has.
Yeah.
It's Christmas. There's wrapping paper all around him, and he's this little kid with his bowl cut, and like he's
like,
got the Nintendo 64. Just like
And
and, like-
and that puts John at, how old was he when when the 64 came out then?
freaking knows. I don't know. I don't know how old I am.
When did it come out?
96.
Then he was like 5 or 6.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, but that was when I was jumping on the Nintendo. Because I was 4. Well, actually, no, the Nintendo came out in like 86-ish.
Yeah.
So I was 4 or 2 when it came out. So yeah, by the time I was 4, like I was playing. By the time I was 5 or
games.
6, I was enjoying the Nintendo. But
Yeah.
yeah, the 64. There, I can throw Mario 64 in, and I can like replay and recollect the stars over and over and over again. And
Can I tell you something controversial?
what?
I don't like it.
Oh, is it because the joystick? Because some people hate the 64 joystick, and it is rough. And the camera work is rough on Mario 64. But there's a lot of people that are like, it doesn't bother me.
It's
Yeah.
not that the game's fine. I think it's a good game.
If you say the graphics are terrible.
No. It's Nintendo 64.
Yeah.
I don't know. It drives me nuts when people are like, "Ugh, the graphics of this one game are better. Yeah, it was made 15 years later. Like,
Yeah,
of course they are.
I know.
No, I think it's fine. I've played it all the way through. I think it's a fine game. I'm really not a fan of games where I have to go back and do the same level multiple times
yeah.
and do different things.
Yeah, that one definitely
I think Banjo and Kazooie does the same.
Yeah.
I get it. It's so you don't have to make 100 levels. You can make 50 levels.
And that was a launch title.
Yes,
so
it was.
it came out, imagine them developing it from like 93, 94, 95.
I
for a
remember at the
release.
time it was just like, what?
I saw Mario in 3D and I shit myself.
Yeah, like-
I was like floored by how amazing that was.
I think it's a great game. I think it deserves hype. I'm just not a huge fan of it.
That's crazy. Did you play it on the DS when you could play as Wario, Luigi,
yeah, I've played
or Yoshi?
I've played it through completely
Okay.
twice.
Okay.
And it's like, I feel like I'm getting a lot of hate for this. It's not a bad game. It's just not my favorite
Guys,
by any
jump
means.
on the comments and tell us scale of 1 to 10, how much do you hate Amanda for not liking
I don't
Mario
give a shit.
64?
Don't give a shit. I don't know. I mean, I don't. I think it's fine. I don't love it.
You say, some people, just things don't hit you the same way. I would say Super Mario World, I could let it go.
See, I love that game.
Yeah,
so
and that's one of your favorites.
It's personal
but,
preference.
But I love Mario 2. Super Mario 2
Oh,
on the NES is my favorite Mario game.
It's so different.
Like ever.
It's really fun.
It was the game that got me like into Mario. Like I played a little bit of Mario 1 and I thought it was fun, but Mario 2 was like, what? This is such an epic game. The fact that you could like go back and forth on the level. You know, and there was just like unique ones because they turned it from, it was Doki Doki Panic and reconfigured.
They reskinned it.
Reskinned it basically to be a Mario game. But it gave it this really cool charm. And
the
I beat it.
music is different.
I actually beat it for the first time like a couple weeks ago.
I don't know if I've ever beaten that.
Yeah, I like played it all the way through for the first time.
Wow.
Like most of the time I would always like throw in, I'd get to like level like 5 or whatever,
You're
and
like,
then I'd be
"I'm
good.
done."
But I actually full on beat it and it's just a dream at the end.
Oh, I love it.
Mario's just sleeping. And then
Oh,
when
I think I've seen the, like not personally.
the little animatic at the end. Yep, Mario's just dreaming, and
He's
it was
just
only a
chilling.
dream, which makes sense because then it's like, oh, that's why it's so weird compared to the other Marios because he was having a little dream.
I think I've enjoyed some of the more recent larger titles of Mario because because I love Princess Peach, I love Toad, I love Luigi, and like they are featured more in some of the more recent titles
So much
because
more
they're bigger characters
on like the Wii U and the Switch.
yeah.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
But
Because Toad got his own game finally.
okay, I still want to play Treasure Tracker.
Yeah, it's great.
I will not pay full price for it.
Yeah,
I won't.
I'm surprised they don't have it down to like $39.99.
Do you have it for the Switch?
Nope, I only
Okay.
have it for the Wii U.
Dang it. Okay, fine. If you ever see it cheap, I want it. And
I
then
will try to find it. I know Ash wants to play it too because
I'd play it,
she's
yeah.
just got a Switch Lite. So
It's
just
just my Tetris machine, though.
yeah,
that's
she only play. That's the same car keeps driving back and forth, creeping me
Rude,
out.
rude.
Someone's watching us, guys, on the podcast.
rude.
Yeah, the Luigi got his own game on Wii U because
Well,
it was
Luigi
okay.
had a game.
What was Luigi's first game?
Luigi's Mansion on the GameCube.
Oh, that's right. How do I forget that? My
You're
bad.
a scrub. Luigi's
You're
the
right. No, I don't want no scrubs.
Luigi is the best Mario brother ever.
I think so too. To be
I
honest,
love Luigi. It was bad.
That was a
the
bad song.
I didn't say it was good.
Yeah, Luigi got his own levels, I think, in the Wii U, like New Super Mario Brothers Luigi U or something like that.
Yeah, they had new Luigi U or whatever. They had the
Yeah.
new Super Mario Bros. Luigi version. Do you remember that?
It's a green case.
Yeah,
Mhm.
but then you also have the there was a DS game where it was like Mario and Luigi are like inside. It was like inside Bowser's story.
Oh, is that Luigi? Like Mario gets abducted and Luigi has to find him?
No,
Oh.
it's Mario and Luigi. I think get like eaten by Bowser.
Yeah,
or
yeah,
something
yeah.
like
No,
that.
because I've played it.
Oh,
Yeah.
I felt like they were together.
No, I thought that it was like it felt a little bit like isometric.
It was weird.
Like
It was very different.
Like Mario RPG, but not the same.
Yeah, see, Mario RPG is one that some people like. That's the best
Dude, I
game
know.
ever.
Some people love.
I
that
didn't love
one.
it. I don't like, but I also don't like
Yeah.
turn-based strategy games.
I'm the same way. I'm the same way, and especially RPGs because they're just off-putting to me. And
I like
that's no
RPGs.
secret now. I'm telling everybody.
I like RPGs. I
It's-
don't like turn-based.
RPGs are too freaking slow for me. I want something to happen right away and to grind for hours just to beat one enemy or to get a certain item or to level up a certain way. I don't have the patience for it.
Sure,
And
that's
I
fair.
want the patience because I enjoy certain RPGs, but I just don't. I don't have it. But I'm not. I don't want to be turned off onto Mario RPG because I love Mario, and I love Mario the
Yeah.
world and the lore. But I've tried it, and I'm like,
Same.
yeah, it's a meh for me.
Yeah, because I'm trying to think. Okay, so you had Super Mario World for the Super Nintendo, and then Super Nintendo was also Super Mario RPG. Then does it go N64?
No, because you had Super Mario World Yoshi's Island,
I know. Okay, I guess I'm thinking of like that's a Yoshi game in my opinion.
but they title it Super Mario Brothers or Super Mario World 2.
Yoshi's Island.
Yoshi's Island,
I
and
think-
you're a baby, right? It's baby Mario.
Yeah, but
and
you
baby
play
Luigi.
as Yoshi.
with the babies on you. You just have to protect them.
Yes.
So yeah,
I love that game.
I would
I
say
love that
it's
game.
very much a Yoshi game.
In
then.
my
Yeah.
opinion, it's a Yoshi game.
Yeah.
Because
Yoshi!
you don't play as Mario. I think in the second one you're like superhero baby Mario. But
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
if
Superhero Baby
If
Mario.
I remember
That should
correctly-
that should be the title of the game.
Superhero Baby Mario. But because was there another like Mario? I'm not talking Mario Party. I'm not talking.
Yeah, there was, but they were educational. So you had
Mario Teaches Typing was the bomb.
you had
I loved it.
you have Mario is missing. So
I liked that one.
So Luigi, that's another Luigi
That's
game,
right.
and Luigi has to go back in various times and go
Yeah.
find Mario, but it's educational.
Yeah, I like that
And
one.
then
though.
there's another one.
I'll let it slide.
There's another one that does that, and then if you count Mario Kart,
No, see, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Is I don't count Mario Party. I don't count Mario Kart.
Yeah.
I don't count like the Yoshi story. I'm trying to think of like
because Yoshi has his own.
he has
shooter.
Yoshi's Woolly World. He has Yoshi's Cookie.
Uh-huh,
He
yeah.
has Yoshi's Crafting World or
And
whatever.
he has Tetris Attack is actually Yoshi and his friends as the mascots in
Really?
that game. Uh-huh.
Huh.
Yep.
Oh, and for what it's worth, I think it was Wii U. Yoshi's Woolly World is so fun.
Okay, so did you play Yoshi's Crafted World
I
yet?
did not. It's on the Switch. I haven't bought it yet.
I'm kind of interested if that one is like Little Big Planet just with Yoshi on it.
I think it
because
is.
it kind of what it looks like.
Which,
but
if
the
that's
fact
the
that-
case,
yeah,
I'm not opposed.
yeah. Little Big Planet was really fun. We played that a lot.
I love those games.
It's hard.
It's very
Little Big
difficult.
Planet. It is hard. There's something about like the mechanics because you have to swing sometimes.
But they're so cute.
They are cute. The Sackboys are cute, and it was kind of one of the first times that it felt like you could truly customize your characters too. Remember? 'Cause you could dress them in whatever you want.
Yeah, the little costumes and stuff. That was
yeah.
really fun.
But I think you're right, Amanda. I don't know if there's that many more Mario games on Super Nintendo because you just had the mainstream 3 on Nintendo, except for the original Mario Brothers, where you're just both jumping on each other's heads in that one zone.
Oh, yeah, I don't.
Right, so that was like the arcade Mario Brothers. Then it got ported. Then you had Super Mario Brothers
Yeah.
2, 3, and then there wasn't another one until
Super Nintendo.
Super Nintendo, and then that's where you might have only gotten that true core
Super Mario
Mario
World.
World, and everything else was spin-offs, offshoots, or
But I will say, at
different
least
characters.
for being, unless we're missing something big, I don't think we are, but like for having that really be your core Mario title, I feel like they knocked it out of the park for the Super Nintendo.
I've played it and want to be good at it, but I'm
Yeah.
not, which is hard. And I don't know if it's just like my timing's off or I'm not patient enough. I'm not good with Yoshi in it.
Some
That
people
tends-
people
yeah.
are insanely good at that game. I just think it's fun. It's really difficult, but like
It is a hard game.
I don't know. I love the visuals in that game. They were different.
Well, yeah, because you moved.
The art style.
You moved to the
Yeah.
16-bit sprite stuff, and it was amazing.
The art style it's very smooth and I love it. But then you also have I love the music in that game. I prefer the music in Super Mario 3, but
Yeah. It's
I-
good. Yeah, it is good music. And Super Mario Bros. 3 is wow, I said that fast. Super Mario Brothers 3 is a great game.
I love it.
Like, it is an amazing game. I do prefer 2
Sure.
over it, but nothing beats some of that classic music. Even Super Mario World had great music in it too.
I will say that I think the thing that the people who create the Mario games are very smart at doing is all of the games have great music, great visuals.
Yeah.
Like I don't think there has been a Mario game that I'm just like, this ain't it. Like I
think some people
There
think
are
that
some people-
Super Mario Sunshine,
Yeah.
which we haven't gotten to yet,
No.
is the
worst.
it's the black sheep of all the Mario games. It's
Okay.
what people I'm going to say people in general. I'm not part of that audience, but I also understand where they're coming from.
Well, we're at that point in the timeline.
Yeah.
So now we're at GameCube,
Yep.
and what came out on the GameCube? Was it Sunshine and then Paper Mario?
Yeah, I think those were the only core
See-
Mario titles, not counting again Mario Kart,
Sure,
Mario
sure.
parties.
I have never played Paper Mario.
It's good.
And then
It's really fun.
I have played Mario Sunshine a little bit because we emulated it.
Yeah.
But like I've never really delved, but I didn't love it.
Mario Sunshine.
Yeah,
There
it was fine.
Something about that game's like the water mechanic stuff.
Yeah.
And the world was the first time that it didn't feel Mario E, I guess, if that's the word.
I don't know what it was, but it just didn't click.
Well, just I mean, think about all the aesthetic, right? From the first one all the way through. When we're talking like blocks and bricks and Goombas and Koopas and all that stuff, like feels like it plays its part in all those games. And then all of a sudden you get to this one and you're on like a paradise island.
The Delfinos.
Yes,
Yeah.
and it just felt more Kirby.
Well, and I
to
think
me.
that they knew that they kind of had to take it in a different direction because Mario 64, you're basically you're at Peach's castle and you're just going into these paintings.
Yeah,
and that makes sense,
yeah.
but they all have a similar style.
Yes, most of the characters do, which you couldn't do too much because they were dealing with these like early polygons.
Yeah, but
so
like
they do all kind of look the same.
But even like a grass level versus an ice level versus a lava level,
all felt
they all
the
kind of
same.
are in the same vein.
Yeah.
But like Mario Sunshine was the first one where you're like, where the hell am I right now?
Yeah, I
Like,
did.
I'm on an island?
Yeah, there's a spot where you have to chase like a shadow of yourself, and you get lost
Yeah.
pretty easy. Like I remember the levels feeling and level design feeling a little different, but that water mechanic was very interesting.
Yeah.
But then they move away from it because after that they went to Mario Galaxy.
Yeah, well, they definitely like realized like that didn't work. Let's do something else.
Yeah.
No, Paper Mario is the one game that I have not played that I'm like in my brain like I want to play that game.
Yeah.
And that's one where if it does truly get remastered, I would be willing to pay $60 for that.
Wait, Paper Mario, I totally screwed up. Paper Mario's on the 64.
I thought it was GameCube.
No, Paper Mario was on the 64 first.
Oh, was it?
Uh-huh. And then it was I think it was Paper Mario, then Super Paper Mario on the GameCube.
So there's two of them.
Yeah.
Okay, see, I've never played the Paper Mario
And
series.
then they have Paper Marios on the handhelds.
Yes.
Which are different.
I was
Yeah.
aware of that.
Paper Mario Super
There's a
Star
handful of 'em.
or Sticker Star, something like
Oh,
that.
I think it is Sticker.
I think it's Sticker Star.
Hate it. I hate it so much.
Yeah, so those ones all lead you up to
Did you play those?
the Paper Marios.
Yeah.
I played Paper Mario on the 64, not a lot on the GameCube
Sure.
at all. And I think I own the one on handheld, but I'm not much of a handheld gamer. I'll throw it in when I get an opportunity. But the original Paper Mario was fun. The biggest thing is they're innovative with how they use the 2D space.
Yeah.
So a lot of times Mario, not to jump ahead, but Mario Odyssey kind of takes a little bit from Paper Mario in some of the cool things Mario can do inside the levels. So I can thank Paper Mario for some of that innovation. And they also did it with Link. Like if you saw like Link
Link between two
is that,
between worlds or
yeah,
whatever.
where he can like he goes onto the wall and turns 2D. Yeah, so on those ones. But I would say most people have gotten their fix of the Nintendo and Super Nintendo.
Yeah.
So I feel like the 64, GameCube, and Wii, that's where they have to do those remasters on the anniversary editions of stuff because they did All-Stars on the Wii. Do you remember that? First they did Mario All-Stars on the Super Nintendo. Then they did a Mario All-Stars package on the Wii.
I'm sure I saw it, and I'm sure I didn't buy it because I was like, I own those.
Because that had all of the classic ones except for Mario 64. So they have continued to neglect 64, Mario, and I think that's why people are like, please make an HD revision of this game because it's coming on the heels of Mario Odyssey, which I would say when people put all of that like up against each other, Mario Odyssey is probably a lot of people's favorite Mario game.
It's
epic.
Of the like
so
3D Marios, it's my favorite, hands down.
It's
so good. But it also combines things I like, where like again, the music's incredible. Each land has its own feel that's like specific to it.
Yeah.
Where Mario Galaxy, you would go to different worlds, but a lot of them were pretty similar. But like, I really felt like every world you'd go to was its own, succinct identity, and I really liked that.
I think it's funny for you to say in Mario 64 that you didn't like to have to replay levels because in Mario Odyssey, that's what you do.
That's my main gripe about the game is like I don't want to have to keep running around for the same old shit. But I will say that at least in Mario Odyssey, I felt like I felt like the space to have to get all the stars in was much larger.
It is. So you feel like you get to different parts of the level.
Yes.
Where before it was like you get to an extra platform on 64.
Yeah, and at least in Mario Odyssey, like, you might now all of a sudden be up in the sky on some weirdo thing that you triggered trying to do something, and your star's up there, or your moon.
Right.
Whereas
Yeah, moons.
Mario Galaxy, where Mario 64, it was just kind of like, oh, I just got to kill 10 guys, or like,
Yeah,
oh.
sure.
So, whatever. No, that's my main complaint about that game is like, I just want to level.
Yeah.
Like, I just want to.
I know level after level. We are, or maybe we haven't gotten to it yet, but Mario, Super Mario 3D World
We're not there yet.
is the next one after Mario
Okay, so-
Galaxy 2, if
Yeah.
I'm not mistaken.
So I would say, if we're talking, we talked about the GameCube. Now we're talking
Yeah.
about the Wii. So Galaxy 2, and then were there other
There's Mario Party, or Paper Mario again.
on the how? Okay.
Yeah.
On the Wii.
On the Wii. So
God,
they had.
they're
I
pushing
think,
that title.
I think they had 3. One on the 64, one on the GameCube, and one on the Wii.
Okay.
But they haven't had a Paper Mario that they did on the Wii U.
Yeah.
So now everyone's like, oh, on the Switch makes sense. And of course, they just announced it. So now at least we've got one.
So then, does it go to the Wii U and to Super Mario World or Mario World 3D?
Yeah. And there was.
Then you have like the new Super Mario Bros.
Yeah. Oh, I guess. Yeah. I know. I keep forgetting all of these, but you're right. New Super Mario Bros. On Wii
Yeah.
first.
Thought
Then
that
they had New Super Mario Brothers 2
On the Wii U.
on the Wii U.
Those were fine. That's a lot of what I like is like just classic side scroller. They're fun, and like it is kind of like Overcooked, where if you're playing it with multiple people, you're gonna scream at each other, but it is fun.
It's a blast. But yeah, you get your butt bubbled out and thrown to the ground
Yeah.
every bit. Especially if you got that one guy that always jumps super far ahead.
We don't have one of those.
Yeah, and then that leads you into the Switch after that one, because I don't think there was a Wii U did so terribly. They didn't produce any other Mario.
It's too
titles.
bad that the Wii
Yeah.
U did so terribly because
Oh, actually, they did another Paper Mario on the Wii U.
I'm so
Paper Mario Color Splash.
I'm so over Paper Mario at this point. I don't care anymore. It's so interesting because I actually liked some of the stupid gimmicks that they had on the Wii U. So one of the games I loved on the Wii U was the Lego Undercover Chase. It was the Lego Detective.
Oh yeah.
I love that game.
Yeah.
I've played it multiple. I own it on like 3 different consoles because I love it. And on the Wii U, so you're playing the game on the tablet, and like you're watching the TV, but you're just using it as a controller.
Right.
And the screen on the tablet would be like your map.
Right.
And so that was cool because you could just like look up and down. But then you'd go into like detective mode like Batman, and they would have you like hold the tablet up to the TV, and you'd look through the tablet to the TV, and you would like on the tablet you could see like secret footprints and stuff that you'd have to go
That's
find.
epic, yeah.
Or they would do like
That's fun.
like heat signature stuff, and like I thought that was really cool, and for a gimmick it worked.
It's funny, man, that the Wii U, it would have taken off if the marketing was better. The marketing was garbage. No one knew what it was.
Well, first of all, they called it the Wii U.
Yeah, so everybody just thought it was a attachment you purchased for the regular Wii.
I think that's what they should have done.
Probably, but you needed, I mean, think about this. That
You needed
means
new hardware.
They would have been so many generations behind from
Yeah.
graphically that they couldn't even really compete anymore. So they had to upgrade to HD.
They needed to call it something else.
Absolutely, man. Call
I'm
it the
sorry, like-
Switch.
Well, I'm sorry, like the Nintendo Wii is a stupid name. It's stupid.
The Wii, I get where they were coming from originally. It's like we play together. Like it's a family console.
It was supposed to be the Nintendo Revolution,
That's what its code name was.
and
Yeah.
that's what it should have been.
Yeah, it
Because
should
at
have been that.
Blockbuster, that's what it was under.
Yep.
Is
I remember
Rev.
that.
And Rev.
Yeah, I do remember that.
When did the Kinect come out for the Xbox?
Okay, so
Oh,
there was
Because I
Jesus.
feel like that's where a lot of
You
the
want to talk
confusion
about a lot of
came
hot
from.
garbage?
I feel like that's where a lot of the confusion came from with the Wii U coming out, because people thought that it was, like you said, just an add-on.
just like the
Just like the Kinect or the Move.
or the Move. So we could talk about Xbox straight up on another episode because that's a long one.
I'm
but,
sure we will.
But that generation of consoles,
On their 35th anniversary.
so that's a long time
Master
away.
Chief's 35th anniversary.
So with the Xbox 360, it was one of the generations that spanned super long time.
Dude, I loved my Xbox.
Because it came out, Xbox came out in 2005, and the next Xbox One didn't come out until like 2013
Yeah, it dominated for
or
a long time.
2014 or something
Yeah.
like that. So I mean, think about like how long that was. So what they had was like mid-cycle revisions. So they were
Mm-hmm.
like, okay, we still have this console, it's still doing well, but how do we make it fresh and how do we make it fun? So they're like, well, you know what? Look what the Wii's doing right
Yeah.
now.
We
They're
can
like,
do that.
Let's do something like that. But guess what, guys? No controllers.
Yeah.
And so they started the Kinect up. You purchased a Kinect, and to be honest, I had some fun on the Kinect. There
I
was some
remember
cool
when you
stuff.
bought it.
Yeah.
You were like, guys, I bought a Kinect.
It was a
We
blast.
had Kinect Adventures.
I'm gonna speak first person here. As a large man, the Kinect can see you if you are like 200 pounds or less. If you're larger than that and the rest of your flaps are going while you're trying to have some fun, it's like, is that an extra arm? No, it's just my fat pocket, buddy. And then all of a sudden, like a leg kicks out or something like that.
Didn't you run into the same problem with like the Wii Fit board?
Yeah, it was like you're too fat. Once I lost enough
You
weight,
can't lose weight.
Yeah.
You're too big.
yes,
Oh my
yeah, you'd
God.
stand on the Wii Fit board and be like,
It makes an audible noise.
I love that game. It made me lose weight because I was just depressed every time I got on it.
Just made me cry.
Yeah, but so anyway, to answer your question, the Xbox and then of course PlayStation right after that was like, okay, well we can make batons too.
Yeah, we
with
can
our-
do it.
Yeah, with our PlayStation Move. But funny enough, PlayStation did it better than anybody, even
I
though
remember that.
people weren't jumping on that bandwagon.
I feel like they
as
came
much.
to the party a little bit too late.
They were because a lot of people were like, okay, that's just the Wii. It's just HD.
The Wii. I already have a Wii.
Yeah,
I
so why
don't.
not? But it had some fun games. There's
Mm-hmm.
one called Deadman's Quest, which is it tracks you better than the Wii ever could. And the Kinect was the worst tracker.
Hmm. Oh my
of all,
God.
Even though it was entertaining, kind of a fun one. There's one called like, oh, what's it called? You're just driving and you're just supposed to like sit down and move your hands back and forth,
Woo!
and your vehicle doesn't move like at all. It's
Of
pretty
course
rough.
not.
But yeah, during those times where they were like fighting, Nintendo was just like, you know, I mean, guys, we like did it, and then now we're just gonna do something else. So, you know, meanwhile, those guys are like, oh, what do you mean you're gonna do something
Yeah.
else? We're still doing the motion stuff, right?
Motion's
And they're-
cool, right?
There's like, no, we're just gonna do another console that basically like lets you sit on the pot while you play a game,
Yeah, like
and then like, so it was kind of a cool revision. But people were like, what is it?
well, the
I
first
don't
thing
understand.
like it's so insane to me that Nintendo is so like ahead of certain
Yeah.
like gaming and like technology, but then they're like, you're still good with PS2 graphics, right? Like
they
we're gonna
know-
give you motion controls,
Yeah.
but you're fine with looking like Mario 64, right?
Their audience, they know their audience
They don't give a shit.
doesn't care as long as their IP is presented. So if it's like, yeah, the graphics aren't great, but I love Mario.
But I want
so
my new
who
Zelda
cares?
game.
Yeah.
But I think it's also like they don't need photorealistic graphics on cartoon characters.
Right.
Like,
yeah, they're
I've-
lucky that they've kept those
I think they've
production design of those characters.
yeah, I think they've
so
been able to
much.
get away with it for so long because you can create a decent looking cartoon world without necessarily having to have the top graphics.
You probably could have kept the Wii U as crappy graphics and people would have still bought it. They wouldn't have lost as much money.
yeah.
But I appreciated that they moved Mario into
3D. or
no,
whatever.
not 3D, just
Oh.
like HD.
Yeah.
HD graphics. By the way, we forgot about a game this entire time, Smash Brothers.
Okay, but I'm saying I'm
Mario
not
game.
I'm not I'm
You also
trying
forgot
to,
about Mario Tennis.
Right. Or Mario and Sonic at the Olympics.
And Mario Golf.
I actually like Mario.
I know you do. I bought it so we could play together, and we never did.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Mario 3DS.
Oh, we'll have to
So
play
that we
it.
could do like a tour together.
Oh, we'll have to do it.
I want to be.
It's weird, like, you wouldn't catch me dead golfing in real life, but I'll do it if I'm able to be Luigi. Like, I don't. Like, I don't.
Oh, 4.
Yeah, like, oh. I
The
I
worst
will
putter.
not golf. I'm not into sports, but if I could be a Mario character, I'll do it.
Oh, it's funny, man. You slap Mario on it, and instantly, I think it's more fun. Like, so tennis, I never play a tennis game for the most part, except for I liked Virtua Tennis on the Sega Dreamcast for some reason. But, like, you play tennis, and all of a sudden it's Mario, and you're like, this is kind of fun now.
Yeah, it's fun.
But they change things, right? They make your power-ups and your moves and the way
Yeah.
that you do things. Like,
Yeah.
it makes it just a lot more fun. And they stole a lot of that stuff from their ability to learn what people like with party games, with
Yeah.
Mario Party.
Yes.
So basically, they were able to do like, hey, let's try 30 or 40 different things, and whatever people like the most, that's in our next game.
Yeah.
So it was kind of smart
Well,
of them to kind of go that route
and
too.
and on the vein of like Smash Brothers and stuff, because I wasn't ignoring them. I figured we'd circle back around at some point. But like,
Yeah.
I'm not a huge fighting game fan. I love Smash Brothers because it's the same idea of. I know you don't like fighting games, but wouldn't it be cool to see Peach knock the shit out of somebody? Like,
A frying pan to the face.
yeah, like or Isabelle from Animal Crossing is gonna kill some dude. Like,
Okay, check this out. This is absolute sidebar,
Sure,
but I
sure.
have to say it because you're
That's what
talking
this
about
podcast is.
Super Smash Bros. Right now. Thank you for anybody that's still listening because we've been all over the place,
Yep.
Nintendo-wise, on this one. I was watching a episode of Pixel Game Squad.
okay,
And they had a guest on Gaming Off the Grid. And one of the guys was confused. He hadn't played Zelda much. And he goes,
Okay.
I don't understand who Zelda is and who Link is because when you play Smash Brothers, Zelda turns into Link. And it doesn't make any sense to me. And I was like, what is he talking about?
talking about Sheik.
Yes. So it's kind of funny, like when you don't know the characters enough,
Yeah.
I can see how you get confused over how deep some of this lore and stuff
Yeah.
goes.
Well, but I mean, there's some characters in the Super Smash Bros. I'm like, who the hell is this?
Yeah, I didn't know when I first
Like
started
Marth
playing.
and all those people. I'm like,
yeah,
who is this?
Fire Emblem characters. Especially when you didn't jump into the games in the
Yeah.
first place, you were
Or-
like, "What is going? Who
Or
are
if
these
you've never
people?
played Animal Crossing, and people are freaking out because Isabelle's in a game, you're like, who the fuck is this little
That
dog
was me.
person?
I
Like,
never
right.
played Animal Crossing, and all of a sudden, everyone's like, "Oh my god, Isabella's in it!" And I was like, "What?
You're like, who is it?
Why
Like,
do I care about that?"
Yeah.
I will continue to choose Fox for the rest of my life.
Wrong choice.
Wrong.
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 The Mario game. This is a great,
We're back to talking about
great
Mario.
transition. We're supposed to be talking about Mario right now.
You know, it is what it is.
The Mario game, if it could be remade, remastered, I'd be happy with any of the ones from 64, Wii era. Like, if those ones could just
Yeah.
get HD remakes and, like, me be able to play any of those Mario games on my Switch,
Yeah.
I'm golden.
I agree because
would love it.
You know, we're in this thing now where all of the NES, SNES games, they've all been the retro remaster and all this, where these kind of like early 2000s, late 90s games haven't really been touched yet.
Yeah.
To bring them forward, you might have had like a DS port.
Sure.
But, like-
sure. It's not, it doesn't feel the same.
No,
though,
you
than on
haven't
your
gotten a
screen.
complete overhaul. And like I've said this before, I do not care for remasters. I don't care for them just like shining it up and slapping
Yeah.
a $60 price tag on it.
Yeah. That's
But
annoying.
there are certain games like Link's Awakening that well, Andy's having a private moment.
I could gush about that game I was never a Zelda fan
Yeah.
until I played Link's Awakening.
It's so fun.
I absolutely adore that game and is like by far one of my top 10 games of all time.
it's so
It's
fun.
amazing.
But
Yeah.
that game was completely remade from scratch. They had
Is different, yes.
they had like the blueprint and the storyline,
Yep.
but like they had to rebuild that whole game.
Yeah, it's pretty different.
I don't mind. Now, okay, maybe I want to pay like $45 for it,
Right.
but like I can understand why that game is $60.
You appreciate that better when they go above and beyond with the
well, and
remake, yes.
it's not a situation where it's a digital file that is already on somebody's computer that they just have to like
They're like,
let's just update that file.
Put that one on a cartridge. They'll buy it.
Yeah, like
uh-huh.
it's a situation where like they took a Game Boy game
Yep.
and had to completely redo it. And I guess to me, like it requires more work, and I know that's silly.
I would actually love to see them do that on more Game Boy games.
Yes.
So if like I could get like Mario and the 6 coins, what is that what it's called?
I think so.
On Game Boy. Like if I could see those ones redone or the Wario games. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Wario smooth moves and those types of things
Oh,
too.
for the
Which
Wii? Like
for
the-
character
yeah.
things. But this one pretty much wraps it up, guys. I want to know, what is your favorite Mario game that you would want remastered?
Yeah, for sure.
In HD. Let us know. Also, did we miss a Mario game? Because I know we were jumping around a lot, but we really want to make sure that if there's one that needs to be remade, that we know about it because we need to play it if we haven't played
Yeah,
it
for
yet.
sure.
So I know Amanda with Mario, Paper Mario.
Yeah, I need to play
Kind of
Paper
jumping
Mario.
on that, and
Yeah.
I know I've missed Mario in the Olympics for a while, so I got to jump on that guy real soon. Amanda, where can people find us?
Pretty much anywhere where you can find your podcast.
Boom.
iTunes, Google, Spotify. I've been trying to get us on as much as we can.
Sweet.
Also YouTube, obviously.
And YouTubes.
Yeah.
But, people
the
that listen to us on
Insta.
YouTube, thank you. If not, Also, we know that we've got some European listeners.
We do.
And I've got a listener somewhere in Asia. So if you
What?
guys are listening to us right now, thank you. You're awesome. Shoot us a
What?
message on
I
our
love you.
Instagram page. We
That's so
appreciate
cool.
it. So, guys, thank you so much for listening to our 35th anniversary all over the place Mario Nintendo / fun podcast.
Yeah,
What a title.
This is just gonna be a.
You better remember that one.
This
Write
one's
it
a
down.
hot
Yeah,
mess.
this is a hot Mario mess.
All right. As always, guys,
Goodbye.
bye.